The coronavirus, or COVID-19, is triggering a recession. The government has already shown that its top priority is bailing out the Wall Street gangsters and the capitalists running the airlines while offering crumbs to the working class. Last week, Donald Trump and the Fed pumped $1.5 trillion as a cash infusion to the bond market. And really, that's just Wall Street lingo for transferring $1.5 trillion into the pockets of the bankers. Meanwhile, the government's talking about offering a $1,000 lump sum. This is nothing. Millions of people are losing their jobs right now. It's an insult. The government's negligent response to coronavirus is triggering an economic disaster. This is designed to shut people up so we don't focus our anger toward the U.S. capitalist ruling class that has failed so miserably in this crisis. But recession and depression are key features of the capitalist system. Whenever there's such an economic catastrophe, the burden is always placed squarely on the backs of working class people whose labor, our labor, generates the wealth in this country. Until we rid society of the scourge of capitalism, we must demand immediate measures that directly address the still unfolding damages visited upon workers and the poor by the coronavirus. It's not their fault that the virus is here, and it's not their fault that the American government is painfully ill-equipped to deal with it critically. Every family should receive $2,000 every month until this crisis ends. And yes, the government can do that. Remember that $1.5 trillion for the banks? Every worker should get full sick pay and 100% unemployment. There should be no evictions or foreclosures, and not just through the end of April, but none at all. We also need emergency measures for wartime production and distribution of essential products, free health care, testing and treatment, secure housing for all, an immediate end to ICE raids and detention, and an immediate end to international sanctions, which makes it difficult for countries around the world to fight the coronavirus. The ruling class will oppose a program that shifts the burden of the crisis from the people to the capitalists. They will denounce this program as unrealistic or utopian. Well, they said the same thing about the fight for Medicare, Social Security, unemployment, insurance, and the 8-hour workday. But we won each and every one of those reforms, and the sky didn't fall. Coronavirus has exposed the capitalist system's inability to fulfill people's basic needs, even as we're told it's the best system there ever was. And during this crisis, it will take building a movement to not only meet these demands, but to create a new social, political, and economic reality in the United States.